Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I'm from Lahore, Pakistan, and we are discussing IELTS writing task 1, and we are going through the criteria, examiner's criteria for task 1, and now we are going to discuss grammar. We are going to see how important grammar is when you are doing your IELTS writing task 1. So let's please follow your handouts. You need to show that you can use a range of structures and that you can use grammar accurately. Range of structures and you can use grammar accurately. Two things. Range of structures mean there should be a variety. The good use of different structures, like somewhere you're using was, had, and all that stuff. You also need to punctuate your writing well. So three things are mentioned here: range of structures, and then grammatical accuracy, and the third thing is punctuation. Now, how can I show a range of structures? You should show that you can handle different tenses and verb phrases. That's it. Different tenses: past, present, future, the use of can, could, should, but that would come in essay writing mostly. Here it's going to be very simple, just the past tense. In the sentence you should be able to use verbs with adverbs accurately and nouns with adjectives accurately. Okay, here's a description of a diagram of waterfall. Please look at this diagram. It's of a waterfall. Put the verbs in the correct form. We'll do that activity. First, look at the diagram. There's the basin, then there is the waterfall, cable to transformer, pond. It's all about water, right? And then 32-volt pump maintains waterfall up to 3 meters high. Right, that waterfall is 3 meters high and that pump maintains that, and then there is the basin and then the water and all that. Now let's do it. The diagram shows how water can pump. Now please correct this: can pump. What structure will be used with the help of can and pump? The diagram shows how water is... No, you will use can and pump. There will be a structure of can and pump. I tell you this, then next you can make up your minds. The diagram shows that shows how water can be pumped. How water can be pumped, and this is passive voice. Passive. In report writing we use passive voice. In essay writing even we use passive voice. How water can be pumped from a pond to create an ornamental waterfall. Now there is a pond. From there they pump the water, water goes up to the basin, and from basin it falls down. Have you seen any waterfall? In Lahore there is a waterfall. So water goes up, then there is the basin, and then from there it comes down. For this to work, the pond needs to be situated. Very good. The pond needs, with S, exactly, very good. Needs to be situated near a wall. Clear? So this is how, and this is also a passive voice. Needs to be situated, it's a passive voice. Near a wall, above the pond basin, about 25 centimeters deep, which act as a, now please acts, that's right, which acts, only S will be added here, which acts as a reservoir. That's right, here I was confused. Reservoir for the waterfall. Okay, this sink into the rock. Now what is the passive of this sink? This sunk. What verb will come with that? This is sunk. This is sunk. This is sunk into the rock or wall. Okay, you can see there is a wall. This is sunk into the rock or wall approximately 3 meters above the pond. They've mentioned 3 meters high. Approximately 3 meters above the pond. Water pump up. Water is pumped up. Passive voice again. Water is pumped. In the diagrams we use passive voice quite a lot. Water is pumped up. It is shifted. It is done. It is maintained. It is transferred, like that. Water is pumped up to the basin for the pond. From the pond. So from the pond they pump up the water to the basin. So water is pumped up. When the basin is full, it Overflow.
Is overflow.
It overflows. Is will not come. It overflows. Simple, active voice. Because it is used for water. When the basin is for, it is used for the basin. So it overflows. Creating a stream of water. To maintain this constant flow, a 32-volt pump use or carry.
Used to carry.
Yes, is used to carry. Very good. Is used is passive voice. A 32-volt pump is used to carry the water up. Pump submerge. Submerge means to go in the water. Pump.
Submerged.
Pump is submerged. Very good. Pump is submerged. Now you see there is a lot of passive voice in report writing. Pump is submerged in the pond and connect.
Connected.
Only connected and is connected. Passive voice, because in the previous one you used passive voice. Pump is submerged in the pond and is connected to a transformer by a cable. A narrow pipe is attached. Again passive voice. Now you can understand for diagram you got to use a lot of passive voice. A narrow pipe is attached to the pump and carry the water.
Is carried the water. Yeah, is carrying the water.
And it carries the water up to the basin. Okay, carries the water up to the basin. The pipe conceal.
The pipe is concealed.
That's right. The pipe is concealed in the wall so that it appears. That's right. It appears as if the water flows naturally. Now you can say, now it appears as if the water is flowing, because the flow of the water here is a continuous process. The water is flowing. Exactly, because it appears. Now when you're talking about although in the diagram it's not continuous, but it appears as if the water is flowing. It's sort of something imaginary, as if the water is flowing naturally rather than being recycled from the pond. Again passive voice, being recycled rather than being. Yes, here we use being. Rather than being recycled. It's passive voice. It is being recycled from the pond. Clear? Thus a simple system using a pump and a small pool results in a continuous fall of water. Okay, so this is what we call grammar. Mostly you have to use passive voice, right? And you got to see how whenever there is a diagram, and even whenever it is going to be any bar chart, in bar chart you got to be careful. You got to see where passive voice is appropriate, otherwise you can use active voice as well. But in diagram, whenever there is a process, for the process you can use passive voice, right? So that's all about grammar. In the next video I'll tell you further about IELTS writing task 1. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.